Hi, myself, I'm R.BHUSHAN. Welcome to ASG IAS Current Affairs. Today, basically, there is no editorial, but there is one special topic of Times of India, Sunday Times, New Delhi, September 8, 2009. So it's a fast, furious, and fluent, fast, furious, and accurate. Fast, furious, and accurate. This is the topic. And the topic is villages that don't want a girl child. Villages that don't want a girl child. While they speak conveniently about the step taken by the empower the girl child teachers at a co-educational school in the village known from the scenic Dhamana, like only ask the girls to get water from the guest. Dam Damam. Damdama was among 10 villages in Gurgaon, the north center of successful progressive and modern Haryana with appallingly low sex ratio at birth in 2018 beyond the school's boundary walls, houses that don't bear handprints on their outer walls and the ones that haven't blessed with the boy. Haryana, which had the worst sex ratio in 2011 census, launched the BETI BACHAO BETI PADHAO campaign in 2015 to make a course correction and has been making a steady progress. But there are plenty of reasons why it can't afford to get carried away by the recent success as the roots of the patriarchy run deep. Vishakha Chaman reports. So, 16 kilometers of the southeast of the cyber hub of the Garauli Khudr in the Gurgama has a buses with the hands painted on them in the red and yellow. The hand impressions means houses at least one made child a mark of the celebration. As for the houses that don't distinctly favor up a number, Shakuntala Devi, a resident, says लड़कियां तो दूसरा घर घर का खुदा खुद हुए लड़कियां तो खुद उसके घर का खुद हुए गर्ल्स आर द वेस्ट ऑफ other families. The sex ratio in the first birth in Haryana was 924 in 2018, a figure the state government sees as the outcome of its sustained Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign. The same year, there were 10 villages in Gurgaon that reported much about lower sex ratio, the lowest sex ratio 489. So the health department data of this, the biggest villages of the population, Khandasha and the and Badsapur 11,132 have a sex ratio as low as 774 and 777 respectively. The rest with a lower sex ratio have a population ranging from 3,000 to 6,000 in the sex ratio of 2019. The average of the Gurgaon district has fallen from 901 last year in 897 at Garauli Khudra in sector 37. The sex ratio was 667 in 2018 and nobody wants a daughter here. The government is putting advertisement on TV and newspaper, but the mindset of the villagers had hardly changed, says Sanjit Kumar, who had a daughter and two sons. Garavali Kudra is one of the 10 villages with the lowest sex ratio in the Gurgama Damdama, and an hour from the Garavali Kudra is another with a sex ratio of 609. Even today, when a girl is born, she is welcome with abusers who wants a daughter who you have spent a lot of money on her marriage. If you want fail to fulfill the dowry demands, so your daughter is sent back, says Sarbati is 60, a resident of Damdama. The villages with the Eponymous Lake has only two government schools. One of the primary sections and the middle schools. Villages here, since the only boys in since the private schools, the abuses of the higher secondary schools, girls don't have even finishes school. The nearest higher secondary government schools is about 1.5 kilometers from here, and nobody sends their daughters because of the security reason. This is why a majority of the girls have studied only till 11 till class 8. What employment will get? Asked 24-year-old need to emphasizing how girls and boys are treated as equals. And Krishna, another Damdama resident, is candid to admit that some of the men undergo sterilizations procedure after the birth of the boy, avoid the risk of the having a girl child at the school. The teacher refuses to believe the abysmal sex ratio, 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 and they don't have a presence. It was a problem. Satish Kumar, a Hindi teacher at the middle schools, said the schools have been doing well in the sports and have won medals in archery at the national competition this year. However, the number of girl students in the only primary schools has gone down from 120 in 2016 to 90 in 2019, while the enrollment of boys has gone up marginally in the same period. In both schools, it was the girl students who had the teachers call to get water for this correspondent during the visit. Kadarpur, located 16 kilometers south of the cyber hub, has a sex ratio only slightly better than Damdama 610. There is one government school in village where the children can only study till class 12. Though the village has fewer girls than boys, the school has a higher number of female students, 357 out of the total 690. In its career session, boys here no interest in study, and girls are outside them, says Poonam Bishnoi, the principal. A villager says boys are enrolled in the school only so that can get married. These days, people ask how much boys studied. She adds about 5 kilometers from the Hero Honda Chowk on the Gurugama Jaipur highway. Khandasa village Tim story, an employee at a government office in the Khandasa refuses to believe the CEO is an unhealthy 774. Why? Because the villages has 90% accounts of the girls under 10 years of the Sukanya Samriddhi scheme. Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, Sukanya Samriddhi scheme. Anganwadi center of the village has a chart where the sex ratio, the column has been says on September 4, Dr. Rajiv Bhatia was caught by a health department team conducting ultrasound of the patient without registration. So center of Gurgaon, he was sent to police remand for 2 days under the Conception Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques, Prohibitions of the Sex Ratio Act 1994, PCPNDT, that makes prenatal sex screening and female foeticide punishable offense. Probe revealed that the Ryan Moore Center in the city and another in the Jhajar. Also, this was not first time they has taken over the custody for the crime and had made caught in the act of twice a year before. To tackle gender discrimination and related problems, the Women and Child Development WCD Department Gurgama has received a grant of 25 lakh for the BETI BACHAO BETI PADHAO program 2019 to 20 fiscal. Of this, 2 lakh will be allocated to the health department to carry out raids on the illegal sex determinant center in the villages across the district. Social activist Rishi Kant has gathered from local that sex determination centers continue to operate clandestinely in the city. There has been no major crackdown on the such center. It is a major reason behind the low sex ratio in the Gurgaon village. Every villager knows where these illegal centers operate. We need to activate intelligence in the villages. Panchayat should keep a check. He says among government officers, opinion is divided into among gender tests are being done, though there is a general agreement that people have found a way that needs to be blocked. The chief medical officer Dr. Jan Singh Punia admits there is a greater possibility of sex determination center being run around the villages with the sex ratio. Our focus is on providing sex ratio, and we are going to investigate this further. He says official in the health department says women are being taken to other district for sex determination. Dr. Amandeep Chaudhary, medical determination of pregnancy and violation of the prenatal gender screening genders have been detected to in Gurgaon this year. Sex determination centers are not running in Gurgaon, but there have been where the women have been taken another state for sex determination. In one such case, a woman from Gurgaon was taken to Roorkee. Our team had gone to Roorkee to raid that center, said Chauhan, admitting Gurgaon's improvement from a sex ratio 842 in 2014 to nearly 900 now cannot be overlooked. While experts feel that Beti Bachao Beti Padhao program should do more than writing slogans on public boards and go on the penalize villages that have been failed to improve sex ratio. Sunaina Khatri, the district program officer of the Women and Child Development of the department that anchors the project hints that the thin population of these villages playing a role. These 10 villages are on our pregnant women will be registered in the Anganwadi center, so that we can track them. If they abort the child within the 3 months, there are chances that it could be because of the sex determination stage Khatri. The crisis boils down to the mindset and the mind. Many are the opinion of the assembly government policies that rolled out to changes this have backfired. The Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005 stipulated that daughters would be a co-parsoner, co-parsoner, and will have equal rights to ancestral property. But instead of the empowerment, it had adverse effect. Families don't want a daughter because they demand their share in the property, says Professor Rajesh Gill, sociology professor at Punjab University, who has been conducting a field visit in the Haryana. During this visit, she found that majority of land owners have only one male child. So my best wishes to Haryana that please we have more girl child. It's important that if you will teach a man, if you will teach a individual, if you will teach a woman, you will teach a generation. बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ बेटियां ही